Hello there, welcome to this video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I thought, why not do another one about now, because I've got some stuff. This is a follow-up to my other videos where I do Carboot pickups, where I show off what I get on the Carboot sales, or you might know them as garage sales if you're American or from other countries. But yeah, you basically go to a place, it could be a field or whatever, and there's loads of people set up with the cars, the boots are open and they're selling random things. And you can buy it there and negotiate with them and whatever, and you can come up with all kinds of stuff. So this is what I've picked up at the moment. This is my April, May, end of April, start of May pickup. It's a bank holiday, so it's been Saturday, Sunday and Monday. There's been sales on around here. So I've got quite a bit over the 3 days, as you can see. I've got more that ain't even in this picture, in this frame, but I'm going to quickly glance over what we've got here. Now, I'll start from the back, I think, because I can get stuff out of the way as I'm showing it off. So, first of all, we've got a long fluorescent tube light. Now, it's a bit filthy and dirty, it's probably been in a shed or something, but that came with the tube, and I got that for £2. There's a smaller one here, this is 2 foot, that one's 3 foot, and this one was also £2. This one was a bit more rusty and dirty, but I've cleaned this and you can see it's actually also got a plug on it and a cable, which I've done now, because I'm going to use that. I use these fluorescent lights as lighting for my videos. As you can see right here, I've got one on at the side of me, and one just at the other side of me here. So they come in handy for that. It's a good cheap way to get into lighting. This one didn't come with the tube, but there was also somebody else, a different person, selling tubes. So I got these tubes, these were £1 each. Those are two 2 foot tubes, they'll do for this fitting, and I've also got another 2 foot one around. So that's 3 different people that I've got these from so far. I'm going to put the tube in that and move it out of the way in a second and put it on. I've also got here 2 rolls of cable. These are 200 metre rolls of UK telephone cable. So these are 3 pair, so it's 6 core, and there's black and there's white. The black has hardly even been used, it's probably about the full 200 metres, and the white has had a fair bit off it. But those cost £8, so that's £4 a roll. That stuff there would have cost a hell of a lot more than that, considering the 200 metre lengths. And I actually do need some of this for a friend's telephone extension, they want their landline phone moving. Moving on a little bit more, we've got a consumer unit here. Now this is a mini fuse box or consumer unit as people may know it. And basically it has a trip cut out, and you have individual circuit breakers or switches in it. And this is a weatherproof one. It's designed for a garage, and it's pre-fitted with a 63 amp RCD, a 16 amp MCB and a 6 amp MCB. MCB stands for miniature circuit breaker. So I bought this mainly for the enclosure and the RCD. I'm going to be changing the MCBs out in it, and I'll build it into a distribution board. I'll attach a photo over there of some I've built before, but basically you have an inlet and 2 outlets, and I use that for festivals, live sound, outdoors, events, stuff like that, and they come in really handy for that. So that's what I bought that for. That's obviously it's brand new, but it's a bit dirty. You can see all of the original things are still in it, the paperwork and the screws and everything. So put that out of the way and moving on. Let's go across the bottom. We've got here some Ceeform sockets. Now people may know these as like caravan plugs, camping plugs, whatever. These are weatherproof mains voltage plugs. These are all 16 amp ones I've got here. You can get bigger ones, 32, 63, stuff like that. And these I've picked up for £1 each across the board. So some of them are mounted inlets, so this is what you'll see on like a caravan or a motorhome. You've got these sockets for on the end of cables, and then there's also these sockets here which are panel mount, so they've got these rubbers with them as well. Those you would put on a box or on, in my case, a rack blank. Drill the holes through, put these on, and use them as outlets and build your own power distributor in a flight case. So that's for an upcoming project which I will be doing at some point. Now I've also got some plugs that have been used, the wires have been cut off, those were also £1. I don't mind paying £1 for anything like this, even if it's been used. I'll go up to sort of £2 on a sealed one. But yeah, those are always coming in handy because I use them on pretty much all my sound and lighting equipment and things like that for outside. They're heavy duty, you can throw them around, they can take a good beating and they don't break like normal plugs tend to. Let's go to this big thing which a few of you have probably noticed. This is another sort of fuse board, breaker panel. It's a distribution unit. Now it's got a 100 amp incoming switch, there's no trip on this at the moment, so that's why that is there. And then it's loaded with 5 C-type breakers, and it's built into a rack panel. So if you ever notice sound equipment, amplifiers and things like that, they always have these like little ears sticking out with the screws in, and that's how you attach them into a case. Now this is designed to go in a case, and I'm probably going to be using this in combination with a few of these other pieces and a few bits I've not got yet to make a power distributor for festivals and stuff like that. So this cost me £5, which for £5 it's great, because to buy a proper power distributor or something wrapped like this would cost you a lot of money, depending on the quality brand, what it's loaded with, etc. Now it's sort of open, it's just got a bar across the back that everything's fixed to, and these breakers and everything are probably going to be coming out and being replaced when I build it. But for the actual case and unit, it's brilliant. So this is going to be a good start to when I build a distributor in the near future. You can see underneath, sort of, it's got an earth wire coming out. I need to peel all these stickers off and everything. Peel off this DC 50 volt thing, because it is not. That's nothing to do with this. These are AC breakers. You can see on all of them that they've got the squiggly line here, which means AC. So anyway, yeah, that's that unit. So that I was really happy about. I've got here a power supply or two. These were £1 each. This is a laptop power supply. It's a Light-On branded one. These are commonly used with like Toshiba, Acer, stuff like that laptops. They just have the plug with the little yellow thing on it. And it's a proper Light-On one, so this is a genuine one. This, to buy, will probably cost you about £15. It's always handy to have these hanging around, so I got pick that up. And from the same store, they also got this one, which is some other brand, Mikai, something like that. But this is only 12 volts. It's like for a computer monitor or whatever, or CCTV cameras or other things like that you could use it for. And this outputs 12 volts but at 5 amps, which is a lot of ampage for it to output. But that was totally worth £1. So that's probably going to be put in my box of supplies and used for something. I'm always looking for big high capacity ones like that, high ampage. Next here we've got a little stack of computer hard drives. These are desktop size ones. We've got here a 160GB Hitachi. We've got a Samsung 40GB. And we've got a Samsung 400GB. Now these were just kind of loose on someone's stall in a little box. And I was like, how much are them? And they originally wanted, I think it was £5 for the 3 of them or something like that. Now, the thing about buying hard drives loose is you don't know how much they've been thrown around and how much they could have been damaged. These look in good condition, and I ended up getting the 3 of them for £4, which is okay. As long as at least one of them work, then I've got my money's worth out of them. I'm hoping the 400 works, and the 160. The 40 is not a massive amount of use to me, other than maybe a new test drive for testing systems. So I'll put them to one side. Next we've got this pile here of TV boxes and freeview recorder, etc, stuff like that. Now from the top we've got a BT UV box, which I've wanted one of these for a while because it has freeview HD abilities and it's got smart TV and other stuff built in for TVs that aren't smart. You can plug this in, connect it to your internet, and it'll receive freeview. It's also got a hard drive to record TV shows in. And if the box itself doesn't work, which I'm hoping it does because I want to use it as a box, I can take the hard drive out and it has a laptop size 500GB hard drive in. So this came with the remote. It's in a pretty good condition. The only thing that I didn't get that's a real shame and pain is that power connector there, 12V DC 2.5 amps, but it's got a little pin in the middle. It's not a standard one. So I'm gonna take this to a friend's or something, try it out, and then if it works I'll order a power supply. If it doesn't, I'll be taking the hard drive out. You can see the hard drive is just about there through the mesh. You see that sort of silver thing just there, yep. That's the hard drive in the unit. It's not been opened because the warranty seal is still intact. So that was £3, which it's got to be worth something for the remote and the drives. So the next unit here has got the power supply with it. It's a little one. It's a Luxor freeview plus box, so it's a freeview recorder. Now this has got a hard drive in, and that's all I bought it for. It seems like an oldish unit. It's got no HDMI or anything. This was £2 with the power supply. The power supply is, I think, a 12V 2A. So that would be worth £1 if I was buying one of them on its own. Now in here, you can see the hard drive. You can see a little green label on it. I'm pretty sure it's a Western Digital green hard drive or something. It's definitely Western Digital, and it's 320GB because you can just about see it if you get the angle right. I'm probably not going to be able to do it with the camera, but it says here 320GB because I did look through the top of the casing at that. And that was £2. That's a desktop size SATA hard drive. You can see the red SATA cable. So let's move this one out of the way. Just put it there for the minute. Next is this Samsung Virgin Media Box. This here is a Virgin Tivo TV Box. It has recording capabilities as well, so it has a hard drive built in. As you can see on the back here, it's 500GB hard drive. This thing has just had the cable cut off, not unscrewed. It's got a Virgin card in it still, and it's absolutely no use to me other than the hard drive. That's all I bought it for. You can see the drives right here, and if you turn it back over and look on the top, if you get it right again with these, just about, you can see that I think this one is the one with the Seagate hard drive in. So it's a Seagate 500GB hard drive in that. So I'll put that to one side, and we've got another one. Now this one was £1, and this one here was £2. This one here is also 500GB. This one though has had the HDMI ripped out. You can see the connectors still there. I don't know how people manage to do things like that, but the cable's been unscrewed and the card's removed. This is also a 500, as I say, and it's got the drive in there, and I think this has a Western Digital drive in. I think it's a Western Digital green. So that's another one. It's another hard drive. Then we've got a Sky Plus HD box here. This is, guess what? A hard drive. So I bought this purely for the drive again. This box was, I think, £2 I paid for this one, or it might have been £3. Okay, so I've just quickly made a bit of room. But as I was saying, bought this just for the hard drive. This, I don't mind paying again, about £3 for them, because the drives are worth probably about a tenner. It's got the Sky seal here, still on it, so it's not been opened. And you can see the hard drive through this hole here. You can just about see the sticker on it there, that it is a Seagate 500GB model. So that's another hard drive there for the PC. All of these hard drives will be going inside of computers, various systems and stuff I'm making on the channel. It's a good way to just get all the hard drives quite easily and for not too much money, especially for budget systems, and if you're doing things on a budget. If you can grab a Skybox, or if you've got one lying around, you can rip the drive out and stick it in your computer to do some work for you. Okay, so there's one more box here that I need to raid as well. Now, in this box is lots and lots of plug sockets. So, these are all double sockets. They are in perfect sort of condition, as you can see. They're spotless. They are like new. These have come from an installation, so you can see these boxes that they're in have got like little grooves along them there. These are designed to go in IT rooms and places, say in colleges and schools and stuff, where they have all the way around the edge of the room plug sockets in like a white thing trunk in. This is what these go into and have come from. They've come from an office clearance. Now, this box is absolutely cram-packed full with them. It goes down and down and down and down. Lots of layers of them. Lots and lots of layers. There's probably at least sort of 50 sockets in here, maybe more. Now, this whole box I managed to get off him. He was selling them for £1 each, but I managed to pick up this entire box off him as a deal for 30 quid for all of these sockets. Now, the back boxes aren't a lot of use to me, but we will definitely use the fronts, the sockets, and put them either on the in-wall back boxes or on the white ones, or I might make distribution units out of them or use them on rack panels. There's all kinds of uses that you can use these for, and it's always handy to have spare double sockets. So now we've got a great big box full that costs just 30 quid. This box would have cost you a hell of a lot of money. I mean, a pack of 5 sockets is about 15-20 quid, I think. So you can do the math here of there's 5 already. So I'd say there's probably about 50 sockets in here in total. I've not actually counted them yet, but there's way over 30 in here, which was 30 quid that I paid. So that's another great pickup. Okay, well, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave this video off for the moment. I have tested these hard drives, and I'm afraid it's kind of bad news because the 400 is dead and the 160 is dead, but the 40 does work. So I got the 40 gig for £3, £4, whatever I paid for them. So that's okay, I guess. At least one of them works. So these are just going to go in my box of dead hard drives. I've got quite a collection. These I've not tested yet, but I'm pretty sure they'll work. I'm just going to rip the drives out of them and test the drives. I don't care if the boxes work or not. These will be stripped down. I'll keep all the PCBs in a box, the power supplies and stuff, for if I ever need to nick any components off them. And I have tested the BT TV box, the UV box with the remote, with somebody else's power supply, and it does work. So I'm going to order a power supply for that and use that box. So that's great, I'm happy with that. So I think that's it for this video, really. If you found this video interesting, please do leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below with any feedback, questions or suggestions for future ones of these episodes. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. Thank you for watching.